It's April 11th, 2016, and today I'm making that helmet that appeared in the trailer for the new Star Wars movie. Star Wars Episode 3.5. The re-prequelizing. For this build, you'll need thin EVA foam, thin craft foam, foam core, green putty, a heat gun, silver rub and buff, 2-liter soda bottle, sandpaper, white glue, hot glue, paint, nightshade spray paint, a sharpening stone, a respirator mask, goggles, sponge brushes, a rotary tool, scissors, razor pens, or a box cutter. So yeah, I'm working off a pattern that I got from an old World War II helmet. Templates can be found on the fan page under albums, link below. So trace the templates onto foam. Make sure you continuously sharpen your blade because EVA foam dulls the blade with every cut. So I realize it might be a mistake to build this thing before clean shots are available, but whatevs. Heat form the parts with a heat gun. When they're cool, hot glue them together. You can also use barred cement, but I'm not gonna do that until I run out of hot glue. As you glue the parts together, make sure the marks line up. Cut a rim. Now make internal foam core supports. If you don't do this, then the helmet won't retain its shape and it will tend to want to bow out. Glue the rim in place. Wow, that is like a perfect 1960s Mercury space helmet. I am definitely putting that on my to-do list. So you're not going to be able to test fit this before you finish, so that's why it's really important to get accurate measurements of your own head first, and maybe practice by building, I don't know, 4 or 5 helmets before this, whatever you have time for. Eventually I'm going to seal this whole thing in 5 layers of white glue. The dome is going to need more than that if it's going to be smooth, so every time I had to take a break to eat or something, I put a layer of glue on it just so it'd have that extra layer. Cut circular foam ribs. The more the better. Like, this is pretty good, but in retrospect 8 more would have been perfect. Start attaching the rounded base. This is going to take a really long time because the foam will want to pull apart, so do it in stages. Attach supports for the faceplate. Attach panels for the faceplate. I'm using this thin craft foam for the front pieces because I need the extra space inside the helmet for my face. Oh, you're gonna have to cut out the interior of the supports, by the way, so glue them in really strong at the sides, but really weak where the pieces attach to each other. You have to hold the entire edge down while it sets. Build up the nose and the respirator mask with foam parts. It occurred to me while studying the same faded, low-resolution, rack-focusing image over and over again. The faceplate kind of looks like Vader's mask in that it's all angular, which I really like because I always sort of wondered if the Empire made that custom or just sort of had a mass-produced, battle-ready respirator mask specifically for war criminals with asthma. Like, they put that mask on and I'm just like, is that thing standard issue? I heat formed those side tubes and stuck them inside a cardboard tube with the wooden dowel in the center so that they'd retain their shape once they cooled. Make those respirator nodules using the end of your rotary tool. Be careful because you could burn the foam. See, I had to track down leaked pre-production photos to even see that level of detail, and even then, no one has a good shot of the back of this helmet. Oh, they're on Google Images, by the way. Anyone can find them. I put in some tubes for those tubes. I coated it in 5 layers of white glue. I filled it with green putty. When the putty cured, I sanded it, and then I coated it in a few more layers of white glue, because in some areas you sand away all the glue and you're just hitting foam, and then you have to seal it again. And I painted it. Then I cut a strip of plastic from a soda bottle and painted it black with nightshade spray paint, which is transparent. I actually did that a while ago because in order to get it dark and even, you have to spray on these really thin layers and then wait for each layer to dry. It's really a hassle. So you might want to get started on the visor before you're done sealing the helmet. Glue it in, cover the edges of the plastic with something like gaff tape just so you don't scrape your face. Maybe do some weathering with silver rub and buff if you feel so inclined. Lastly, make sure the helmet's out of focus as if being viewed by a dying moisture farmer. And there you go, a Rogue One Shadow Trooper helmet. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then you can check out some of my older videos by clicking the annotations right here, or the cards if you're on a mobile device. You can also subscribe for new content, which I try to release every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday with varying degrees of success. If you want to help out the channel, then you can head over to the Patreon page to support me. If t-shirts are your thing, then I also have a TeePublic store. Links to all these things down below. Okay, is that everything? Have I covered all the social medias? Fantastic. Jake out.